What's up, fight fans? Welcome to Mr. Mustache MMA News. Today, I want to discuss this Saturday's co-main event, but before we get into it, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to continue getting more MMA content by yours truly and to help the channel grow. Alright guys, getting right into it, we got Tyson Pedro taking on Vitor Petrino in the light heavyweight division in this Saturday's co-main event. In a fight that has a lot on the line for both guys. You got Vitor, the 10-0 prospect. He's coming off of that crazy knockout win over Modestas Bukauskas with that fucking counter left hook, fucking lead left hook that he landed on him in the second round. Put his lights out. The guy's an absolute freight train at 205. One touch knockout power. He does have a penchant of loading up a little bit. His gas tank, too, is a little bit of question. He seemed to be a little bit tired going into that second round, and he didn't really throw a whole lot in that first round. But I'm curious to see what he's going to do against a guy like Tyson Pedro, where, yeah, Pedro lost to Bukauskas, but that was a fight where, like, MMA math doesn't work. And if anybody knows Tyson Pedro, he's been around a long time, right? First burst onto the scene back 2017, 2018, finishing guys like Khalil Roundtree and Paul Craig in his first two UFC fights. Showed real raw athletic ability. Just looked good fucking everywhere, right? And then his raw athletic ability kind of ran into the experience in which he lacked, and he lost to guys like Alir Latifi, OSP, got finished by Shogun. And a lot of that was where he hadn't really been tested. He hadn't really been dragged into deep waters, and that's kind of what you got to do to Tyson Pedro, right? Where Tyson, he can be his own worst enemy in a lot of these fights. I'm starting this off with, I'm fully biased. I want Pedro to win this fight, but I'm fully aware of the dangers that's in front of him. The undefeated prospect in Vitor Petrino is something not to be fooled with. The guy really does have like the touch of death. He is strong. So Pedro's path to victory is a lot of what he does well, but without overdoing it, right? I think his last fight against Anton was just peppering with shots right down the middle, eating with leg kicks, and not doing too much early on. Don't blow your wad. Don't blow out that gas tank so early, because I mean at 205, man, these guys are throwing a lot of weight, a lot of power around, and Pedro has a habit of being very active but throwing a lot and basically everything into his strikes. So I mean, his path to victory here is just staying on his lateral movement, peppering Vitor with shots, straights and jabs up the middle, leg kicks, hopefully getting him up against the cage, using that clinch work against the cage to kind of just wear on the gas tank, make Vitor wear him a little bit, you know what I mean? And hopefully zap him out throughout the fight, hopefully finding himself either, because he does have like these really just sharp bladed jabs and front kicks up the middle that could definitely find the mark early on and find an early stoppage, but I don't think that he's going to find that against Vitor. I think Petrino's chin is definitely going to be tested in this fight. Same thing for Pedro, right? Because Petrino here, in this fight, he just has to march forward. He's going to have to cut Pedro off and just shorten the octagon against Pedro and be able to make him punish and hopefully find his mark, because as to where Pedro, I don't think he has that one-touch knockout power. He's going to hurt you, and then he's going to have to finish you. As to where Petrino, I think he's going to hurt and finish you all in the same punch. And he just has to stay patient, shell up, be very defensively aware, check the leg kicks coming in at him, and hopefully find his mark later on, round 2, maybe round 3, wear on the gas tank of Tyson Pedro. That would be Petrino's probably path to victory. And then for Tyson Pedro, he's just going to have to stay in his lateral movement, pepper him with shots, slowly break him down, and either find a flash knockout early on or outpoint his way and outgrind himself to a victory. But he's just not do too much, not blow out his gas tank, use the jabs, use the leg kicks, dance around him, and just try and be defensively aware and keep the chin tucked. As a biased fan for Tyson Pedro, I'm voting for him, but this is one of those where it's like I'm worried because, I mean, Vitor Petrino can be a huge problem, and he could definitely, this could be like his welcoming party here against Tyson Pedro. This is a big fight for the futures of both guys, because Pedro, who's been here before, is kind of getting his second opportunity. I mean, he dipped out for 4 years after kind of losing 3 out of 4 back when he first burst on the scene. He left for 4 years, and then he kind of came back, had the fight against Villanueva, had the fight against Harry Hunsucker, And then the fight against Bukakis was just a fight where he tried to do too much wrestling, takedowns, and then once he wasn't able to get that early finish, you just saw that he was completely zapped, and Bukakis was able to go out there and just bully him for the rest of the fight. So I like this fight. I love this fight. I'm nervous for Tyson Pedro in this fight, but nonetheless, I want him to get the victory in this matchup. Guys, let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Is Tyson Pedro going to go out there and show that his comeback is for a reason? Or is he going to find some more inconsistency with his career? Or is Vitor Petrino going to continue his undefeated prospect streak in the light heavyweight division? Love to hear your guys' thoughts. Guys, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to continue getting more MMA content by yours truly. Help the channel grow. Mr. Mustache, MMA news out. Let's fucking go, fight fans.